Hey everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. If you're hearing the forklift running, that is my car going up in the air on the forklift. Oh, please let's not hear a crash. Because if we hear a crash, it's my car falling off the forklift. Sorry I bumped you guys. On my way home from my vendor event Saturday, the brakes had an issue. Thankfully, I was only 2 miles and I was on gravel. Let's hope it's nothing major. Like, let's hope a spring came off from the brake thingy or something like that. That's what I'm hoping. Something small. I can't afford car repairs. You know, car repairs are expensive. So, I have not used these. Let's use them, guys. Let's use them. What else have I got? This is that order where I got these. These are like vintage check glass. And I got these. These are those star ones. I need to be using these. And here's more garnet. These need to go in my tinies. And I got these. Okay, I need to use this. Okay, I hear my car has stopped going up in the air. I asked him to please put a jack, big tall floor jack that you use like to hold up motors and transmissions when the car's up in the air under my car, because it has like an additional like 400 pounds in the back of it. So these are that Blue Mountain Jade. I love this color. I thought about making a bracelet, you know, like this, but that would come out better. This style, I tried to follow a lady's tutorial and it sucked. I'm sorry. It turned out really bad. I did not like all this. I did not like it. So I'm going back to the way I did it, the way I learned from baby squirrel beading. But let's use this Blue Mountain Jade. And this is beautiful. This is a long strand. It seems like I have some left over. I had a bead break, so I'm going to have little pieces of blue bead all over. So let's get this open. I'm up to making some little girls' jewelry. So let's get some of these off from here. The Mountain Jade, from what I understand, is just dyed and heated quartz. I think I have enough to make a bracelet with still. Let me get these tied together. Come on. There we go. Tied shut. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are they same size? Yes. Yeah, I can get like a few more of these if I need them. Let's work on these little babies. I found, and they're going to be way over here. Sorry for me reaching through, guys. I mean, I knew I had them, but let's make some bracelets. Let's make some Alice's Tea Party for little girls. Make just a couple. So we're probably only going to need like a few beads in each bracelet. These are both different. I have two different styles. We'll use 4 on one, and then we'll use 4 on the other bracelet. There we go. And do I have my blue right here? I was thinking I had blue out to go with me, other than that dark, deep blue. I want to hang on to that indigo blue. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. I looked up and I was not filming. My phone was black. So I don't know if when I came back in and checked, because I'd asked Alan, you know, how things were going, if I pushed the wrong button or what happened. But yeah, where I paused you guys was all that filmed. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am not going to put a spacer bead on the end because we're going to use these fancy stop beads, which you can find them on Beadbox Bargains, but I'm going to use the ones from Amazon for this. These are the ones from Beadbox Bargains. So if you look them up, that's the product code, or I think it should be, they're $4 for 10. We get out the other ones. Also, I am pretty sure that you can still find these, because I've seen them before, not that long ago, these little bead caps here. So we are going to put on one of these, and I do want to use spacer beads to help with the way the bracelet wraps around the wrist. And I think we're just going to use 2, or maybe, yeah, 2. And then we're going to put on, because this is called Alice's Tea Party, we're going to put on the bottom of the bead cap, a bead, the top of the bead cap, another bead, another bottom of the bead cap, and the bottom of this bead cap is going to nestle right on top of, you know, the bead below it. Put another bead, bead cap, and I can do one of 2 things here. I can either do bead cap against bead cap, or just put a bead between. I think I'm going to put a bead between, and then put my other bead cap is going to face the opposite way, and then put the bottom on, and the other beads, bead caps go on a little differently. going to pick up a spacer bead and one more of these. So I'm going to stop and measure this, because by the time I add my jump ring and all this, and I am going to be adding these directly on, it's going to add about an inch more. And this is going to be for a little girl, so I wanted about 6 inches, and that's exactly what I'll have here. So we're going to add on our stop it bead. These little things are amazing. And then I'm going to add my jump ring, or my lobster clasp. I'm going to come back through my stop bead and down through my big bead. And I'm going to grab that tail, and I'm going to use that as an anchor tail. It's going to help me pull all that down through. Oh, look at what I didn't do. I didn't make it through my stop it bead, and I thought I did. I missed my stop it bead. Don't forget to go back through your stop it bead, guys. Now through my big bead. Now pull it all through. Now it's going to be cranky with me because I already pulled it through once. Oops. The other wire. There we go. And I want to give this plenty of room here to move. I'm going to hold everything still. I want to make sure that my bracelet has some loosey-goosey. I'm going to hold that stop it bead, and I'm going to struggle, guys. I'm going to put it in my crimp pliers, and I'm going to place it upside right so that the plunger is standing upright, and I'm going to push down. And then I'm going to put it in the far end and do it again. Now I know it's in there. I'm going to give it a tug test. It's tight. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to clip off my tail. And it's gone. Just like that. Now I'm going to come back here. Uh-oh. Do you see what I did? Guys, I did a rookie mistake. Hold on. Let me show you what I did. I did a rookie mistake. Let me fix it. In order to fix this, I have to restring this. Don't do what I just did. I had so much going on that I was not paying attention, guys. 8 inches is plenty enough, but you gotta pay attention. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm gonna restring this now that I showed you my mistake, and I'll be right back. Well, actually, I already know how long it's gotta be. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my stop it bead on this end, and I'm gonna just put my clasp on, and because I already know how long this has got to be, I cannot believe I did that, guys. Always make sure you leave yourself a tail on the other end. I cannot believe I did that to myself. Yes, I can. It's been a day, and we're gonna fix it. And I fixed it. And I'll just start, and add everything from one end and put it all back on. I am so sorry I did that, guys. I had plenty of wire. I just did not pay attention to the fact that I forgot to leave myself a tail. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was a really bad mistake, guys. If you ever do make that mistake, just give yourself grace, laugh it off, and move on, because it's okay. Now, I did take my jump ring and I made sure that it was closed all the way. I'm going to take my other end. Now I have to get another one of these out. I may as well get out 3 because I'm going to need 2 for the next one. And I'm going to put it on and put on my jump ring. Go back through my crimp bead, my stop it bead. Like so. Put it through this bead. Pull it all down. It sounds like he's turning my rotors. Must be one of them was kind of bad. Making sure I have plenty of room. I do want to bring this down a little bit farther, but I can't get my fingers in there. Oh, please. And I'm pulling on the wrong one. There we go. I want to make sure that it has bendability. And now I am going to crimp that shut, laying it in the very far back hole, the divot, standing that crimp upright, where it doesn't want to be, and pressing down, putting it on the end, and finish pressing it in. And it's nice and smooth and it's not going anywhere. I'm going to clip off my tail. And we have a nice little girl's bracelet breakfast. Oh my goodness. And it is less than 6 inches. Could have been a little shorter. I'd have preferred it to be a little shorter, but still, when you figure the inside diameter, that is going to be a lot less because these are some big beads. So you're going to lose real estate with those big beads. So actual probably inside diameter of that is probably going to be about 5 3/4 inch. So let's make another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to use about 11 beads. These are going to take up less room, I believe, than those. We'll see what it looks like here in a minute. I need to cut another piece of wire because I made a mistake. And these bead caps, this is where the bead sits, in this little hollow here, and these are the little feet. And then this is where the bead sits, up inside the teapot there, and this is the top of the teapot. So it sits a little differently. I have a piece of wire. Put this away so it doesn't unravel. Okay. I am going to clip this. So if I have to make adjustments, I can. We're going to start out with a bead. Oops, a spacer. A bead. And we're going to put the foot of the bead cap on. So we're putting the feet down and putting him on like that. So it looks like this. And we're going to put our next bead on. So on these, that's what you're going to have. And then we're going to put this on. This is the handle, and this is the spout. So we're going to go up through. So it looks like that. They look very different. I'm going to do the next bead. The bottom. Bead. The top. Bead. And this is where I'm going to start going the other way, I think. Let me show you how much difference there is between. So I'm at where I would normally start going the other way. Here's my bead that would be here. You can see we are about a full bead difference. So what I think I want to do is before I get done, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do something a little different. I think I'm going to add like 2 spacer beads and then another spacer bead on the end. So I'm going to turn this around so we're going back the other way. And then a bead. The bottom of my teapot. A bead. The top. A bead. And the bottom. And then this is where you want to look and make sure you have them all going the correct way. Add your bead. And I'm going to add 2 spacers. Oops, I flung him. A bead. Find the hole. And a spacer. And see where that brings me. This one is going to be just a hair bit smaller, which is perfectly fine. And I think we're going to go with that. So I'm going to back this off. I'm going to put another spacer. A bead. Another spacer. Now let's compare them and see if I'm really comfortable with the size. And I am. That's going to take about another 1/4 of an inch or so off. That's perfectly fine. Now, before I make the same mistake, I'm going to make sure I've given myself plenty of room to make that transition down here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and close this one off. Putting this on. Oh my goodness. I did not get all my stuff ready. And I'll show you how to close that jump ring also. And get my lobster. So we're going to put our lobster on. Yeah, he's turning my rotors. Put that back through the crimp it to stop it beads. Bring it down so it has wiggle room, but not too much. Again, we're going to grab my crimp tool. I'm putting in that last little divot. Make sure it's standing upright and pressing down so that it's squeezed at. And I'm going to put it in the one on the very end and finish squeezing it in. Then if I don't think it's in far enough, I'll give it another little hug. And then I'm just going to put this wire down through one bead or two. And I'm going to clip that excess wire off, because we know we have plenty of wire. Not like the last time where I goofed. I will put that back on, because I'm going to show you closing that jump ring the rest of the way. I'm going to take my bent chain nose and my flat nose pliers. I'm going to take this jump ring and I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to first flatten that the best I can. And then I'm just going to go, whoops, back and forth, pushing them together. And then I'm going to check. I want them straight across from each other and against each other. You still aren't exactly straight across. Perfect. Now those are ready. That jump ring is ready. We're going to pick up our stop it bead, our jump ring, and when you pull, you don't want to pull where that split is, wherever it may be, because now I've lost it. But when you go to pull, just kind of make sure you're not pulling, there it is, with that split. That'll give it a better chance of surviving. Because when you pull this tight, you're really going to be anchoring this down. I am going to give this kind of a curl. Make sure I'm not pulling too tight on my end here. I think that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and just crimp that down. I'm not going to worry about on this end going through the extra beads. Save myself struggles. Get this to stand upright. And I missed. And now I gotta readjust. Go figure. This has been my life today. Oh, I'm slipping off. There we go. No, did I already crimp it? Yes, I did. Well, it's going to have a little extra room, and that's okay. And they're good. It'll take up that little bit of space when this is folding around the wrist, because those are big beads, guys. Okay. And we're just going to, come on, pliers, clip. There we go. Look, disappearing wire. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this one up. Get a hold of that. Oh, I was going to measure the difference. So this was just shy of 6 inches. Now we're going to measure that one. I probably just gave it the difference. I'm sorry. So let's measure. This one is 5 and 5 3/4. So not bad. But when you figure when this gets bent around their little wrist, it's going to be so much smaller. I need one of those things that you slide this down over that tells you how big something is. That's what I need. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you so very much. And I hope you enjoyed this, even though I had a little, couple little problems, but that's okay. Nobody is perfect, and I gladly show my mistakes. All right, guys. I love all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm gearing up for my event, which is Saturday. I go down Friday night to get set up. Hopefully my car will be back on the road. If not, I'll be setting up with Alan's car, and he'll be helping me set up, and then I'll go down Saturday morning, and then I'll be there all day Saturday. So thank you so much. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, guys.